Hello and welcome to this drive from Storsteinnes to Narvik. My name is Emma and I will be your tour guide today. I run a travel blog called thehiddennorth.com, which is all for North Europe, and this road trip guide will take us from near Finnsnes all the way down to Narvik on the European Highway 6 or the E6. The E6 is the main road that runs through Norway from top to bottom. So a written version of this drive can be found on thehiddennorth.com if you would like to have this with you when you do the drive yourself. So throughout this video, I'm going to show you what the road looks like, and I'm also going to come in with some text information as well as some audio information about some of the main highlights and historical background of this region. Otherwise, I will also be playing some nice music, and you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the drive. Be sure to check out the video that I post after this one, which will be a continuation of the drive from Narvik to Mo I Rana. So yes, the weather is not as nice today, unfortunately. If you have been watching season 2 of my YouTube channel, which is all about the coastal road, you would have seen that so far we have had almost perfect weather. So we are very close to the Øvre Divdal National Park, and we will see left turn signs to it as we leave the Sami shop. If you do want to spend time at the national park, I really recommend allocating a few days in this region. So this park is to protect the inland valley that is between sort of Norway and the Swedish border. The area is very popular with hiking, and there are also pine forests in the lower areas, while birch grows in the mountains. All of the main predators are represented in the park, including the brown bear, wolf, wolverine, and lynx. The wolverine are numerous in the area, and it is also common to see reindeer owned by the Sami people, and moose. The Arctic fox used to live in the area. Many Sami cultural monuments remain in the park, from pre-Christian sacrificial sites to reindeer fences. Norwegian settlement didn't come to the area until the 18th and 19th centuries. The name Divdal comes from the Sami word dieva, meaning round and dry pile. Anyway, time to sit back, relax, I'll put on some music, and I'll come back to you a little bit later. We are now arriving in the town of Bardufoss. So Bardufoss is a commercial centre for the Målselv Municipality. It is located in the Målselvdalen Valley, near the confluence of the Bardu Elva and the Målselva rivers. The population is 2,600. There are 2 military camps here, and Bardufoss is quite known for its military connections. In fact, the military is one of the biggest employers in this region. So the main forest here is made up of downy perch, Scots pine, and aspen and grey alder. So the climate here is more continental and it has reliable snow cover in the winter. It is also warmer than Tromsø in the summer. So here in Bardufoss, you will have a petrol station and there's also a shopping mall with a grocery store. We're going to take a little break and then continue on the drive. This monument at Bardufoss is one of the 6 memorials erected by the Norwegian army commemorating the first defeat for Nazi Germany during World War II. Bardufoss Airport was an important site in the campaign of Narvik. The street that we're on is named in the memory of Carl Fleischer, who was a general in the Norwegian army at the outbreak of World War II. He was crucial to the early successes of the military in the Battle of Narvik and is credited with coordinating the French, Polish, British and Norwegian forces in recapturing Narvik on the 28th of May. Narvik was the first Allied infantry victory in World War II. Unfortunately, the Allies left due to the invasion of France in 1940 and the worsening of the situation in Dunkirk. So, you can learn more about Carl Fleischer on our website, The Hidden North.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't fall.
We have now arrived in the municipality of Bardu. So Bardu is a small municipality with a population of around 4,000 people. The name is a sort of Norwegianization of the Sami name, which means long and steep mountainside. The coat of arms represents a black wolverine on a gold background, symbolizing the rich wildlife in the area. Norway's largest military garrison is located here, the administrative centre for Bardu at Setermoen. The military is the largest employer, and more than 1,000 young soldiers perform their duty service here every year. The world's northernmost zoo, Polar Park, is in the southern part of the municipality. So this is Setermoen, which is the administrative centre of Bardu Municipality. And here you can see there is a Circle K, which is a petrol station, and there's also a grocery store here. So military education was established here in 1898 because of its strategic location. Today it is one of the oldest military camps in Norway, and in many ways the Norwegian Armed Forces has shaped Setermoen and the community through its presence. Around 1,000 soldiers are stationed here.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up, we had its time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be
have now arrived in Narvik Municipality, which is the last municipality for this drive. We'll talk more about the town a little bit later. The municipality is fairly large and is located in the northernmost part of Nordland County. The population is around 22,000 and it has grown by 18% over the last 10 years. The coat of arms represents the mountain Steitind, a well-known mountain peak in the area. Most of the municipality is built around the Ofotfjord, and the mountain peaks here reach as high as 1,700 metres or 5,600 feet. This area is the best known area in northern Norway for alpine skiing. Some of the slopes start on the top of the mountains and end near the town centre. It is also quite popular for wreck diving because there's a lot of wrecks in the harbour. The economy is based around iron ore, but there are some high-tech businesses in Narvik, including Nartek, and the largest research institute in northern Norway, called Narvik. Narvik was one of the first areas in the world to be affected by the financial crisis due to some investments into Citigroup securities. We will talk about the town Narvik as we get closer, but you'll see we're about to descend all the way down to sea level. This is a really beautiful part of the drive.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of.
To our right, we can now see the Ofotfjord, which is an inlet of the Norwegian Sea and a fjord that Narvik is built around. It is 78 kilometres or 48 miles long, and it is Norway's 12th longest fjord. It has depths of up to 553 metres or 1,814 feet. The mountains here reach peaks of 1,500 metres. In the fjord, there are large quantities of herring, and also lobsters have occasionally been observed here, making them the northernmost lobsters in the world. Cod and coalfish are the most common fish species throughout the year, while mackerel is common between July and September. White-tailed eagles and Eurasian otters are common in and around the fjord. The Ofotfjord was the scene of several naval battles during the battles of Narvik in World War II. The fjord today is very popular among divers, though some of the shipwrecks are declared war graves, and thus you cannot dive to them. The German destroyer Georg Thiele is still visible from the railway as it sits in the Ofotfjord. We are now on the European Highway 10, or the E10, also known as Kong Olav's Vei, King Olav's Way. If we follow this road in this direction, we'll end up in Kiruna in Sweden. If we followed it backwards, we would end up on the Lofoten Islands. This is still part of the European Highway 6, just keep following signs towards Narvik.
Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. best to say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. Ooh, hey,
We have now arrived in Narvik, which is the last stop on today's drive. Narvik has had a settlement since the Bronze Age, and it is believed that Vikings lived in the area, though little is known about them. The development of Narvik, as we know it today, came from the late 19th century, when the town was developed as an all-year ice-free port for the Swedish Kiruna iron ore. The Swedish government at the time, Norway was part of Sweden, they were seeing the potential of the iron ore mines in Kiruna. There was no suitable port in Kiruna, while Narvik has a good ice-free port, so the iron ore line was built between the two cities. Narvik is of course famous today because of what happened here during World War II. I have written a detailed summary which you can find at thehiddennorth.com. You can now see the town in straight ahead, and up to the left-hand side you can see one of the cable cars. So the Swedish Mining Corporation still ships most of its iron ore from Narvik, and it is still an important employer and landowner in the town. Narvik is also home to the Narvik University College, which has around 1,200 students. So we're going to make our way into the town centre, and through the town, we will pass the Narvik War Museum, and then we'll say our goodbyes at the hotel here. To the right, we can see the Narvik War Museum, and then straight ahead we have the Scandic Narvik, which is one of the main hotels in the area. We are now reaching the end of today's drive, so I really hope you have enjoyed this section of the European Highway 6 between Finnsnes and Narvik. Be sure to check out the next video where we continued on the E6 south towards Mo i Rana. My name is Emma. You can find all of this information and so much more at thehiddennorth.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this drive.